Hey, this is Mama Shira, and welcome to DIY Mama Tribe, where mamas, papas, nap time warriors of all kind get crafts that they do during nap time. So today I want to show you how exactly you can get any kind of chalkboard art on a chalkboard surface in your home. So whether you have a chalkboard already or whether you paint one on a wall, I'm going to show you how, without any fancy gadgets or very little skill, artistic skill, you can get any design you want on a chalkboard. Let's get into it.
So guys, this is the inspiration that I found to use, and what you see here is I just took a screenshot of it onto my computer and I enlarged all the different components of that chalkboard art onto a different sheet of paper. So I took each word and enlarged it, cut and pasted and enlarged it to the size of a sheet of paper. And then I'm just going to print all of those sheets out. The next thing I do is optional, but I just wanted the lines to be a little more clear since it came out so pixelated. So I just went over all the edges with a Sharpie. And then I took my X-Acto knife and cut the words out of the sheet. So you want to be left with the sheet of paper with where the words used to be. You want the negative space. The negative space? It's either the positive or the... I'm going to go with negative space. So once I had it all cut out, that's what it looks like. The cup, I decided to do the other way around, use the positive image. But now you have your handmade stencils that you've cut out from just a sheet of paper. You can use cardstock if you like, but a sheet of paper was fine. I have my chalkboard laid out and I'm just taping the design down with just some regular invisible tape. My spacing isn't exactly like the inspiration board, but I chose spacing that worked for the size of my chalkboard. So you want to use either chalk, regular chalk, or chalk markers. I went with the markers for this particular one. And I'm holding down some of the more flappy pieces, if you will, of the stencil. But guys, you just fill it in. It cannot be any easier. You just fill in the stencil with your chalk pen or your chalk, and you're basically putting the design down on your chalk surface. Now, I do have to fill in some blanks from where the tape was, but that's so much easier than trying to draw out this entire thing. You don't need much skill to connect the lines together. And if you tape it more cleverly than I did, maybe you won't even need to do that. So for the coffee cup and the, that little loop-de-loop design, I traced the outside of it instead of filling in a stencil because I thought that would be, easier to do because it was so detailed. And I like how it came out. It's not, exactly like the design, but it's pretty close. Yeah, those chalk markers, you have to shake them like crazy over and over again. And you'll see, I'm going to end up going back over this design because even though I shook the chalk marker, you have to, I guess, press it down a little bit harder than I was. And you can see this clearly looks way lighter. But when I go back over it, you'll see how much darker it's supposed to be. So just a little, a little tip if you end up doing the same thing. See, look at this. Like, oh, press down harder to make sure the marker ink comes down. So now I'm going back over what I have already filled in. And then yet again, you connect the lines where you may have had tape. But that part is super easy, super simple. And this is the final word. Guys, I feel like this is easier than paint by numbers or, you know, connect the dots. You're really just coloring. You're coloring inside the lines with your chalk paint. And so this is our crazy coffee setup. We have tons of tea, tons of coffee. We've got the coffee maker with the grinder on top. We have all kinds of creamers. We got an espresso machine, a giant bag of beans, and look, my chalkboard, which is very fitting for my house. We do drink the coffee and we do the things. So guys, I am super happy with how this came out. I may do the flip side a little bit different, but how cool is that to just transfer a design easy peasy?
So guys, I do love this, how this came out. I will change some things next time because this particular chalkboard does have two sides. So I'm going to do a video like this again. My program is so old school because it just is, that I need to figure out how to blow things up larger than a sheet of paper. Like maybe I just need like a couple of letters on each page just so I can blow up the design a little bit more. But aside from that, how cool is it to go ahead and be able to put your design on a chalkboard? Now I did, as you saw, I screenshot this from, I think it was a Pinterest photo. Some ideas on what to put on a chalkboard. But guys, anything you like, if you want to come up with your own saying and a font from a program that you use on your computer, totally, like, sky's the limit. And all you have to do is make your own stencil. Easy peasy. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe below, and thank you for watching.